Real License Podcast. We're on the road in Duluth, Georgia. That's a part of the greater Atlanta area. We're here at this establishment. We're going to meet the young entrepreneur, hairstylist extraordinaire. Of course, she's straight out of Paul Bogle country. All right? Because in St. Thomas, Jamaica, we stand on business too. All right? We're going to get to meet her pretty soon. All right? Come back to see us. Real License Podcast on the road in Duluth, Georgia with hairstylist extraordinaire, young entrepreneur, straight out of Paul Bogle country. Welcome to the program.
Thank you for having me.
Please introduce yourself.
My name is Tashika Carpenter, and I'm from the beautiful St. Thomas Seaforth, to be frank. And I'm happy to be here with Mr. Gary.
So, when you mention seafood, you have to get into some little bit more particulars about seafood. People would like to know, well, where in seafood is she from? Which school did she attend? And what time frames and stuff like that. So, take us a little bit through your early childhood. What schools did you attend?
Okay, so first of all, I went to Morant Bay Primary, and then I went to Seaforth Primary, and straight to Seaforth High School. So I'm from Potagully.
Oh, I've been there
You've
before.
been to Potagully?
Yeah, yeah.
One of the best hills,
Rest in
right?
peace to my friend, Mr. Weston Hutchinson Keller is from Patagoli. His
Yes.
parents, our grandparents, or something like that. Yeah. So, tell us a little bit more about your time in Seaford High School. What time frame did you attend Seaford High School?
I went to Seaforth High School in, what? Wait.
Go ahead. It's
I went
fine.
to Seaforth High School in 2001, I think.
2001. Okay.
Yeah, 2001. And yeah, I had the best times there. I had the most fun. I did, cosmetology was my favorite
Well,
VOC.
as we can
As you
tell.
can tell, little I knew that it was going to be what it is today. But yeah,
Okay.
that was my most interest in school. Sad to say, but yeah.
Okay. Well, why is it sad? I mean,
Because
you have a beautiful establishment here, and you're making a living doing what you liked in school, so it's great.
true, but a lot of people don't know I was an athlete too.
Oh, okay.
So
Track and field.
track and field, I jumper. Got a scholarship for it. My parents spent a lot of money for me to do track, so they thought I was going to be an athlete.
Oh, okay.
So well, it didn't work out that way. Sorry.
Okay. So you also had a short a stint at Queens High School.
Queens High School, yeah, that's where I started. Um, that's where I was discovered for high jump too, and then I moved on to Seaforth High School. But the core is at Seaforth.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So when and how were you drawn to cosmetology? You said it was your favorite in high school. What about cosmetology you liked?
Everything about it. I like the fabulousness. I like the hair. My mom was a braider, and she had to quit because she still is a Pentecostal, and I'm used to her just dressing up every day, looking good, and it brings joy to my soul to see somebody smiling after their hair is done. So I'm like, Mom, can you teach me the skill? And she did. Thankful.
And you also dabbled in modeling too in your early years, I was told.
Yes,
Want to
I
tell us a little bit
did.
about that?
I modeled for a few years. Um, it wasn't so much my passion. I think I was just told it was because I looked the part, but I didn't feel like I was thin enough to get far. Make
Okay.
sense?
Yeah, I understand.
So I did some modeling, but it wasn't my passion. My truest passion is acting.
Oh, your true passion is
That was my
acting.
truest, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. All right. A little bit about your history, and I want to talk about your beautiful establishment that you have here in Duluth, Georgia. Um, what's your specialty? Of course, it's a hair salon. You specialize in braiding, and you also teach braiding classes. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yes, I do. I specialize in braiding and weaving. It's a full service salon here at Yoki Beauty and J. But I also teach little kids how to braid hair. When I was younger, you didn't have anybody teaching us how to do it. It's either you have the skill or you don't. So I had to give that back to the community. And it's one of my truest joys. Yeah.
Okay. In recent times, I follow you on social media. I saw you had some involvement or interaction with dancehall superstar Spice. Tell us a little bit about that.
Ooh.
What was you and Spice up to?
Grace Hamilton, one of my favorite artists. It was my first time meeting her,
She was
and
here in this
she was
building.
here in Duluth. Well, she was here in Atlanta, and I was invited to her book. She was releasing a book, and I was invited, and I went. And honestly, I didn't expect much because it's her program. And when I met her, I spoke to her, and she was willing to advertise what I was doing. It was more about, what do you want to do? What do you want to do? And just a free spirit, beautiful soul. Yeah.
Okay. Um, I want to ask you, since this program is primarily, not exclusively to St. Thomas people, but primarily, I want to ask you about St. Thomas. What does it mean to you? And when you think of St. Thomas, where you're from, where some of your family members still live, what comes to mind?
What comes to mind is the beautiful beach. I miss the beaches.
When you mention beach, you have to be particular in it because I'm from license
License
and I like to boast that we have the best beaches.
Yes, I agree. I agree totally. License
Okay.
Beach is one of my favorite places to go when I go home. Marant Bay have a nice beach too. You know what? That's where I started out.
Rudolph Elder Park.
Yep, that's it.
Okay. If
So
if someone who doesn't know St. Thomas asks you where in St. Thomas they should visit, what would you tell them?
Patugully, yeah, I forgot Patugully. Okay, Seaford St. Thomas is the place to go. Beautiful people, nice scenes, the fruits. Listen, go to St. Thomas.
Can't go wrong.
Can't go wrong.
Okay.
Go to Seaford St. Thomas.
Okay.
You agree?
I agree. Anywhere in St. Thomas. Now, a lot of people is flocking to our parish because we have highways and beautiful roads now, and we have a so-called urban center being built. And I don't know how much you know about that.
Don't.
You don't know.
No, so you can enlighten
Well,
me.
where Goodyear factory used to be, it's now going to be a huge urban center.
Wow, my uncle lived right across from there.
Okay,
Yeah.
so next time you go, I hope it will be finished by the time you you return home. But
course.
so now our parish is on the rise, and
I'm happy they finally fixed the roads because we've been waiting for a while.
oh, it was traumatic for
Yeah,
years
for
going
years.
going back
Why
home.
was that? Because of the
Who knows who's to tell? But finally, it's a little bit better.
right.
So for someone who is in Jamaica or anywhere in this world, particularly St. Thomas, Jamaica right now, aspiring to get into the field of cosmetology, what would you tell them?
I'll tell them it's one of the most. This business is one of the most. What would I say? Let me see how I put this. If you love it, I'll say go for it because it pays a lot, but you have to put the work in. You definitely have to put the work in. This is a multi-million-dollar business, hair and anything in beauty, per se. So, I'll say if you have a passion for it, go for it, and you'll make it. You'll make it.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Also, in this particular area of Atlanta, do you find that you get a lot of support from Jamaican people, or it's just African Americans in general? And what is business like in this part of Atlanta?
I wouldn't trade it. I would not trade it to be anywhere else.
Because you did the same thing in Florida before. In comparison to Florida and Atlanta, what would you say?
Oh God, it's 90-1. Here is people spend their money. So I don't want to say it's a lot of wealthy people, but it's a lot of business-minded people. So we support each other here. Okay. So yeah.
Because the people like to refer to Atlanta as the Black Hollywood, so
That's it.
It's I guess it's safe to say business is thriving here in the Atlanta area.
Yes, it is thriving. Much so for me than in Florida, Fort Lauderdale. I didn't do well. Somebody else may do well, but I can only speak for myself. I did not do that good there.
Well, happy to meet you. It's been a long time coming.
You know, I'm a little shy, so.
Yeah, I heard about you a long time ago and figure if I'm ever in the Atlanta area, I'd like to feature you on the podcast and show off your establishment.
You'll keep it 10J.
Yes, so tell them exactly the name of your establishment. Give the people the address and where they can find you and all that good stuff.
Of course, it's a pleasure to be here. The business is called Yoki Beauty and J, and I'm here located at 3545 Peachtree Industrial Boulevard, Duluth, Georgia, Suite 8B. Instagram, Yoki Beauty. YOKIIBEAUTY.
And there you have it. Another St. Thomas native spreading her wings in Atlanta, Georgia, doing what she loves.
Doing what I love, trying.
Thanks for being on the show.
Thanks for having me, and I'll be happy to come back again.
And as usual, Paul Bogle Country all day, every day, right?
Big up my parish.
St. Thomas all day,
Number
every
one
day.
parish, yes.
All right, and on that note, we out.
Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the program. Please check out our apparel at thereallicense.com. And remember to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. It doesn't cost any money unless you're just acting funny.
Haha, you hear what my baby said.